Buckle up, buttercup. Hi, Scent Siblings. I'm Yulia Graham, and if you're watching this, that makes you my scent brother, scent sister, or my non-binary scent sibling. I haven't posted in a hot minute. I'm in my car. You're coming with me to go to my parents' house. It's a 4-hour drive, so I have an idea. If you are interested in 4 perfumes in 4 hours, road trip style, keep watching. So hello, we are on our way to my parents' house. The production value of this video is gonna be poo because I'm probably not going to edit it. All right, so we are leaving my driveway and we're going to Thunder Bay from Dryden, Ontario. It's a 4-hour drive, and I have 4 scents that I want to discover on my way. There's Ryan mowing the lawn. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, you probably can. So Ryan is mowing the lawn. I am on my way to Thunder Bay, Ontario from Dryden. 400 kilometers, 4 perfumes. Let's do this. The 4 perfumes are from the beautiful, talented, and wonderful Maria Collett. She sent me 8 really beautifully sized samples to try out some perfumes that we'd been chatting about. And so I brought the 4 for the way there and the 4 for the way back. So this is part 1 of an epic 2-part series. I'm driving and I'm being completely illegal, and there it is. The first scent that I will be looking at and sniffing for an hour. Hopefully this video is not 4 hours long. What if this video was 4 hours long? You'd be long gone already, never mind. The first one that she sent me is So Scandal. I did a video where I'll link it somewhere. I did a video where I tried to guess what the scents were based on what I remember the descriptions being. So, yeah, I'll just put that up there. Number 1 is So Scandal, and I am going to spritz it, and we're gonna chat, and hopefully I'll edit the ever-loving snot out of this. So here we go. I'm gonna put it here, so remind me that I have So Scandal on my left hand. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Let's sniff So Scandal. Right away, it's giving me sweet. It smells really sweet. And fruity. And I didn't know this about myself until very recently, but I am not a fruity kind of gal. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting juicy. There's definitely fruit and something airy right at the opening. I just got some jasmine. Whether that's in there or not, I don't know. I don't have the notes in front of me. This is a sniff and drive. It's yeah, we won't get into it too much. The jasmine is starting to come out, if that's jasmine, something floral and something fruity. It is strong. It's a strong scent, and I've come to realize, Maria, that I'm going to talk to you too. Is that okay? You know what? If you're watching this, I'm just talking to you, okay, as we drive. So, and if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at the road, and safety first. So, here we go. This is sweet, floral, fruity, and there's something very fresh about it. Maria has just talked about this when she talks about scents that are really, really good for the summer heat, like the heat. And I totally see it, Maria. This would be wonderful in the heat. It has an airy quality about it. It's like a fresh something. So that is my first impression, and that is the first one that I am talking about. I am coming up to a speed change. I have to slow down. Oh, that's nice, eh? The fingers, the move. So, So Scandal, Jean-Paul Gaultier. If I edit this, I will go with the notes somewhere and tell you the notes is. And if I don't edit this, you're out of luck. So I will come back and tell you what I think of this and when I would wear it and how I would wear it. And all the other things that people do when they talk about perfume. Okay, I will be back. I am picking up floral and sweet. So for this one, for this time, the opening of the So Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier, it's lovely. It is lovely, and you know what? First impression, terrible at first impressions, but first impression, there's something in there that I don't love, and I think it's jasmine, and that's that. I applied this at 12:10 when I left my home. You're just seeing my hand, eh? Just a big hand. I have a very big hand and a little head, so my hand's very big. It has been 40 minutes. This scent is still going strong. This is Jean-Paul Gaultier's So Scandal. I don't know where I'm looking. It's turned floral. I know that there was raspberry in the opening of this. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure of anything. At this point, it's jasmine with some stuff. So, Maria knows this already. Maybe you know this too if you've watched my videos below. I have two notes that I'm really working on appreciating. Specifically two notes. There's tons of stuff that I'm working on appreciating, but there's specifically two floral notes that are not my jam. And jasmine, wah wah, is one of them. And so, for that reason, to me, this smells like everything else because my nose just goes, jasmine, nah, that's it, and next. I'm working on it. Maria, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But for right now, I can totally see why somebody would want to wear this scent. This is So Scandal, Jean-Paul Gaultier. I will put I don't have anything in front of me because I'm driving. I will put the perfumer because that's so important, and I will tell you that for me, because I don't love jasmine, the opening on this was fresh and clean and fruity, and the dry down has been a jasmine explosion. I don't get anything else because when there's, like I said, when there's jasmine in something, that's all my nose picks up. So this smells exactly like The Only One Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. It smells like every other jasmine perfume in the world to me. That's not an insult to the person who sent me the sample. That's how I feel about it. Which is, you know, kind of why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that if you love jasmine, run, don't walk. This is one for you. It is not one for me. Maria, we can still be scent siblings, right? Number one, So Scandal, Jean-Paul Gaultier, perfume your hair. It is a strong performing, beautiful floral, fruity opening, dries down to a very strong, heady floral that I would imagine could be worn in any weather. Yeah, I could smell this anytime, anywhere. Yeah, it's an all-purpose perfume for people who love jasmine. So, that is the first hour of this road trip. The next hour is going to feature another scent. Here we go. Out of all of the scents that I wanted to try that Maria sent me, Maria, I'm going to say thank you a million times. I'm actually doing 116 kilometers an hour right now. I'm on a road trip, as you know, and I just passed a couple of people. So, if I'm a little distracted, that's why. All right, now I'm down to 106, and there we are. The one that I was most excited to try was Donna Sardi. I've had this in my cart a few times. Maria has described Donna Sardi as one of those scents that she can wear in the high heat. She has said, gosh, Maria, I feel like I'm not even talking to you, but I am. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Richard. I'm talking to you, my scent sibling. I'm talking to my friend Anna, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to all my new friends. I wanted to smell Donna by Sardi the most. I've had this in carts because people rave about it. So here it is. I'm gonna put, this is perfume number 2, and I'm gonna put it on the inside of my arm here. Give it a good squirt. And we're gonna spend an hour with this perfume and each other. I won't keep you here for an hour. Let's see. Right off the bat, I'm getting woods. I'm getting sandalwood. And a Gris shampoo. Let's get the greasies with the Gris. Yep, I'm getting shampoo for sure. A Gris shampoo from the 80s, no less. This is described by Maria, as I said, something that works in the heat. It's fresh. She gets lemon from this. And bergamot they're supposed to be, I think. And then lemon and some spice and milk. I'm getting fresh. There's the lemon. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There is a quality in here. Now I'm getting florals. Okay, so I'm no good at first impressions. I need lots and lots of time with this scent. And at first, what I'm telling you is that I got sandalwood without burying my nose in it. Once I buried my nose in it, I got shampoo. So I'm gonna call this a clean citrus. Now Maria gets milk in here. She gets a custardy smell, and I don't. We're all very different. We're all very different, and I know that Maria is still going to love me. Even though we really don't have similar tastes. Of course, you know that I started my YouTube channel because, why? Because I wanted to know when something was going to smell like Carolina Herrera Good Girl, so I could avoid it. This does not smell like Carolina Herrera Good Girl. However, to my nose, I get the lemon and I get some sandalwood. And I don't get anything creamy, and I don't get anything lactonic or milky. I get lemon in a Gris shampoo from the 80s. So that is my initial on the opening. I'm going to leave you now. Through the power of YouTube, it will seem like I haven't gone anywhere, but I'm going to drive for a while to get to my parents' house. I'll be back. It's been about 5 minutes, and so this is the last part of the dry down onto Sardi Donna. The lemon is in the back of my throat. Does that mean anything to you? And in the front, I get that pink pepper, and that shampoo has slightly faded. This is a fresh, citrusy, floral, with a base of sandalwood that is fluffy somehow. To me, this is not a gourmand at all. There it is. It is a fresh lemon scent that has a clean shampoo background and a woodsy base to it, a la sandalwood though, with maybe some pink pepper to make your nose tickle. It would be great in the heat. It would be great in the summer. That shampoo-y thing is not something that I enjoy. This is a first impression. You just watch. I'm going to come back to these. I'm going to wear them constantly because that's what I do. And I'm going to come back to these and I'm going to fall in love with every single one of them, and I'm going to purchase a huge bottle and I'm going to send decants to people and try to convince them that they're fantastic. So Jasmine in the So Scandale. lemon, but nothing creamy to me. Isn't that funny? We're so different, thank goodness. Okay, well, there it is. Two very nice scents. Neither of them screaming at me first impression, but we knew that was going to happen. I'll come back and give you my final thoughts on this one, the power of YouTube magic. We're about an hour in, not quite, with Donna Sardi, the samples that Maria gifted me. Thank you, Maria. Gosh, you're sick of me hearing me say that. So everything that was going on in the opening is still going strong. There's no problem with longevity on this one. Usually with freshies, you know, there's a problem. There's no problem here. Sardi Donna to me is a clean, fresh, tickly citrus with some florals in there that are making me think of shampoo. That's it. That is my description of just not, okay, so where this is completely appropriate for everything. It's not heady at all. I've got do you remember well, you were just here. To me, it's been an hour, but you were just here. So I have So Scandal, Jean-Paul Gaultier here, and this is Donna Sardi here. This is, it's clean and fresh and bright. It's bright. That's what you're going to hear people say. High heat, 100%. 100%. Yep. Okay, so I'm still not getting anything creamy here. I'm still not getting anything gourmand in any way. It is lemon. It doesn't smell like furniture polish or anything. It smells like a woodsy lemon with some pepper or something spicy in it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. There's shampoo behind it for me. So there it is. Those are my thoughts on, so far we've done So Scandal and Donna Sardi. I am a couple hours into my road trip. I'm on my way home to see my parents. I gotta cut that out because I keep saying it, because to me it's been hours, but you just heard that a minute ago. So, we're moving on. We are moving on to scent number 3, and I'm illegally looking over here to say that scent number 3 is Elisab de Parfum Royale. This is one of the ones that Maria sent me because she thought that I would like it. So I have 1, 2 here. This is 3. You can see there's a little bit of construction. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, we're stopped for construction. So, woof, that got crazy. Yikes. Don't arrest me. I'm going to put the Parfum Royale here. I don't know who the perfumer is. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's grown up. Oh, that's good. Right away I can tell you this is a grown-up scent. I want to say there's aldehydes in here. There's woods in here. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I will put the notes somewhere when I'm editing. This is very different from the other 2. This is Le Parfum Royale Elisab. For the opening, I'm getting a fruit, but at first, that first blast was like something Chanel. It was something classy. Do you know what I mean by that something Chanel? Okay, all of a sudden, it's already come down. All of that, what struck me as aldehyde, but doesn't necessarily mean that it is gone now. And I'm getting, don't beat me up on this, I'm getting banana. Like sparkly banana. That's not a thing. It's also not a note in here. And cedar, like woods. I guess every perfume has woods at the base, right? I mean, that's what I'm learning. Okay, and now it's turning into something like a funky banana. Funky banana, is that the name of a dance? I don't know. So, my first impression is funky banana. Maria, don't kill me. don't come through the screen at me. I'm so sorry. Le Parfum Royale has elements of a beautiful, sophisticated thing. It's almost gone now. You saw me put 3 spurts on. It's a banana peel. How is that possible? How is that possible that this smells like a sparkly banana peel on me? That's what it is. A sparkly banana peel with cedar. I'll be back. Elisab, Le Parfum Royale. Smells like an expensive banana peel. Yep, that's what it smells like. It has the texture of a banana peel with something behind it. But it's not exactly a banana peel, but so take the banana part of an old banana peel. That's not, I can't leave that in here. I can't say that about a perfume my friend loves. It's my skin though. Maybe it's my skin. Maybe my skin smells like an old banana peel. I mean, look at it. It looks like an old banana peel, for goodness sake. You are not passing me. I don't normally have road rage, but where are you going to go if you pass me? Do you want to sit on my hood? Crawl into my bumper, perhaps? Whatever. Oh, in Britain they say boot and bonnet. Would you like to crawl into my boot? Or sit on my bonnet? I told him. Okay, I'm gonna... Anyway. Elisab, Le Parfum Royale. Smells like an expensive banana peel. Yep, that's what it smells like. It has the texture of a banana peel with something behind it. But it's not exactly a banana peel, but so take the banana part of an old banana peel. That's not, I can't leave that in here. I can't say that about a perfume my friend loves. It's my skin though. Maybe it's my skin. Maybe my skin smells like an old banana peel. I mean, look at it. It looks like an old banana peel, for goodness sake. You are not passing me. I don't normally have road rage, but where are you going to go if you pass me? Do you want to sit on my hood? Crawl into my bumper, perhaps? Whatever. Oh, in Britain they say boot and bonnet. Would you like to crawl into my boot? Or sit on my bonnet? I told him. Okay, I'm gonna... Anyway. Le Parfum Royale. I can see why somebody would love it. It's warm and creamy. It's classy and nice, and on my skin it smells like banana peels. Can we go back? I might not post any of this, you know that, right? Can we go back to, because editing this is gonna be a nightmare. It's been a couple hours and this guy just passed me on the right. Because the transport in front of me is in the fast lane, but he's going slow. This is a very bad idea. Okay. So Scandal is now very sweet, very jasmine-y, very much a night scent to me. Sardi Donna is a lemon. I might be able to see something creamy in there, but it's not electronic creamy. It's lovely. Le Parfum Royale has something, I think I don't like fruit. I think I don't like anything fruity in a perfume, and I think this one has some fruits in it. There, and now I need to stop filming because I guess I'm being illegal. I don't know. I'm just talking. It's not like I'm distracted, am I? Listen, I normally drive sniffing myself. That's what I do. My hand is permanently either on my nose or my husband's. Do you guys do this? Can you tell me in the comments? Do you constantly have... I keep wanting to film it, but it would be silly because I don't have a camera, so it would just be all handheld. I don't have the right... I don't have anybody to because it's just the two two of us. But like my hand is constantly pressed up against his nose. Can you smell this? Can you sniff me? Do you have time to sniff this? Can you tell me what you think of this? Poor guy. Do you do this to your significant other? Oh my word. He does. He's so good to me. I love you so much. Anyway, he's very good to me and he always tells me what he thinks. And I'm telling you what I think. So far, all three of them are very nice and I can see why you would like them, and all three of them are not me. And yet, all three of them are my beautiful friend Maria. I can't post this. Oh, I'm bored. I am just updating you on SERIES of Parfum Royale. It is beautiful and sweet and classy and totally boss lady and rich, and yeah, that's what it is, and it is not. There's something cloying about it. There's something very rich and sweet and creamy and cloying. So this one is not, it's not fair. This one's not fair because it's 31 degrees in the car right now. My feet are frozen because my car has a vent that pushes cold air at my feet and nowhere else. So that's what I'm working with today, is that my feet are frozen. It's 31 degrees in my car, and this hand smells like banana peel. This hand smells like jasmine. And this inner arm smells like lemon and woods. So I've been stopped for construction a few times, and I'm way far behind on my timing for my trip, and I think I'm just going to alleviate my boredom by spraying perfume number 4. So, illegally going to read the fact that number 4 is Wonderland Peony, which is the second most anticipated scent in this list for me. I really wanted to smell this. I love the way Maria describes it, and I think I like peony. I've gone through quite a bit of this sample somehow. Oh, because it leaked. Whoops. Well, there. Ooh, that smells interesting. Okay. So, yeah, it spun around on itself. So I'm going to squirt Wonderland Peony. The last squirt of it, I guess, eh? So this is the last squirt of it. I might seem a little bit distracted right now. It's because, okay. That's beautiful. And I can smell it. On my fingers now. I do love peony. There is something behind there that is absolutely beautiful. What a happy scent. This is a very happy scent. The others are lovely in their own right. This one's happy and bright. It's floral. I guess I am a gourmand lover through and through, and I guess florals are not my cup of tea. But this is nice. So I like the smell of peony. I don't get any other notes in there because I'm not good at this yet. Out of all of them, that's fresh. It's not overly expensive smelling. It's just really pleasant. So there's number 4. I'm not on my 4th hour of my road trip. I'm on my 3rd hour of my road trip, but I'm not gonna make it I needed this to keep me going. So there, I'm now wearing 4 different perfumes. Number 1 is Scandal. It has turned into, I want to say honey, but maybe not. It's sweet. It's very, very sweet, and I would not wear this one in the summer. It went from fresh to sweet. Yep, jasmine. Donna Sardi has come and gone in and out of things, but it's back to being shampoo for me. Yeah, it's back to being shampoo, and the citrus is gone for me. Now, what's happening, obviously, is that my nose is not meant to process this many scents, so there we go. Okay, so look at, this is Le Parfum Royale by Elisa. My hand is shiny. My goodness, that has some amazing staying power. All of these three do. The Parfum Royale is rich and classy and creamy and smooth. And it's a boss lady scent. It's a big scent. It's fruity, creamy, and grown up. It's very grown up. Wonderland Peony is light and fuzzy. Is there peach in there? I'm picking up something. Maybe there's peach. People say osmanthus smells like peach. I don't know. I'm pulling this all out of my butt. I'm also in a passing lane, so we're going fast. I'm going fast, mama! Yeah, of all of them, so far the lightest is Wonderland Peony. So Scandal is very heavy. Donna is very shampooey. The Parfum Royale is creamy and heavy. And this is light and floral. Is there tea in there? I'm getting tea in there. For sure I'm getting tea. Or chamomile. And I smelled that, I remember, in the other video, I remember getting tea in there. So that's what I smell. Maybe it's not tea, but that's what smells like tea to me. So I will be back. I've been wearing Wonderland Peony for good pronunciation. I want to say 15 minutes. I can't smell it anymore. Now, I can completely smell and make out all of the differences of all of the others that I'm wearing. Completely. Wonderland Peony is gone. Now, does that necessarily speak to the fact that it is not long-lasting, nor does it have what it takes to be an excellent scent? No. But compared to the other three, I am completely anosmic to it. I don't smell anything at all, and I don't have any left in the sample. The first minute was gorgeous. It was something fuzzy and something pretty, but not fruit forward, and I liked that. So I can safely end this before the 4 hours trip is done. I've been driving for 3 hours 10. And so, Scent Siblings, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Maria Collett sent me 8 samples. I played a game with them to see if I could tell what they were. I couldn't. The first 4 I am wearing today. I'm wearing So Scandal here. Then here I have Donna Sardi. Here I have Elisa de Parfum Royale, and here I have nothing. Haha, because it's Wonderland Peony. I've said throughout the video what I think of these scents, and by way of wrapping up, I would say that if I had to rank them, the one that I like the most is an interesting one. It's the one that smells like a banana peel. The one that I like the most is the Elisa Le Parfum Royale. It has something about it that I really, really enjoy. I would say that it is sophisticated, creamy. I'm sure there's tuberose in there. I'm sure that's what I'm smelling that makes me think of a banana peel. So there you go. That's my favorite one. That's followed by Sardi Donna, which on me has dried down to woods with a citrus overtone. It was citrus with a woods undertone, and now it's woods with a citrus undertone. Fresh and light and perfect for high heat. The next one has to be So Scandal, which is not, it's too sweet for me. It got a little bit heady, although it started out fresh. And then finally the last one, and not because of the smell, but because of the performance. I literally can't smell it, and I have none left in the sample, which is really too bad. There's something, I wonder if there's osmanthus in there, because I smell peach, but it's not peach. This is it! This was my 4 perfumes in 4 hours road trip style video. Thank you to Maria Collett, who sent me the 8 samples. Thank you to you for watching this. I hope that it has been in some way helpful. Stay tuned for part 2 of my epic 2-part series. 4 fragrances, 4 hours, road trip style. The way home. Take care, ScentSiblingsDotC.A.